Today's project. Another one from the local auction. I don't think I paid 25 bucks for this. Somebody tried to do some work on this. Apparently they were clueless. There is a motor in here that rotates this. I tried stuffing a wire down here. Well, I'm assuming that's the correct wire for this. And it looks like they burned a hole through to try to put this light bulb in. I think the problem with that is when this spins around, that light bulb's wire is going to wind up on itself. And I think they gave up on it. Let me see what I can do with this. Okay, got the motor working here. I was correct. There's a genius much smarter than I that thought they could put this light bulb in there and then realized the wire would get wound up on the motor and gave up. So this light came with no light, it just rotated. I think what I'm going to go do is, since you can see their work through the glass, it's kind of hard to see with the glare. There you go, you can see it. That's going to look like crap. I'm going to go get some tin foil and wrap the inside of that with tin foil. And I think what I'm also going to do is I am going to put a light in this, but I'm going to attach it to that bracket below the reflective piece so that it's going to be red, green, red, green. This is going to be easy repair. I saw one of these on eBay for $550. Let me get this cleaned up. Let me find a light to put in this. And get head moving forward on it. Oh, and that noise, yeah. Gotta have one of these. If you got one of those, just saying. Okay. Taking a break from the Nash engine after the yielded bolt incident yesterday. I'm going to go to fix something more simple. So I was saying before, this doesn't appear to ever have had a light. Somebody tried to do it not realizing the wires would just twist up on themselves. So got me a light in here. I am going to make a bracket to attach that light into here so it's going to spin around with the unit and not interfere with anything. I was going to wrap that in tin foil, and then I remembered I had duct tape. The way I'm going to do the duct tape is this is going to be hanging from the ceiling. So I'll start at the top, and then I'll do my overlap onto the top one so that if you're looking up, you're less apt to look at the edge of the tape. I know I'm overthinking this. I overthink everything. Got some longer wire. I'll cut that to size when I get it to where the light's going to go. And then these panels have popped off. That's nothing more than a hot glue gun and just some light cleaning. I'm sure this project's going to be less frustrating than the Nash. Well, first thing I'm going to do is make a channel. This will stiffen up this bracket immensely. I don't have to have it too much metal on the overhang. That ridge is just going to be providing the strength. That really stiffened that right up. So now I've got to drill a hole for the wires and then put some screws in that. This is where you're going to see it walk up the drill bit. No doubt in my mind. Keep your hands away from flinging metal. No? No, the hole's small enough, it didn't do it. Okay, off to some sheet metal screws. Well, I didn't want to bore you with watching me drill and screw. So this is where I'm at now. I'm gonna add some shrink tubing on this just for an extra layer of protection. I don't want the wires chafing through here. They shouldn't. It wouldn't matter if it was, because it's in a plastic housing, and if it did go to ground, who cares? It's hanging from the ceiling, nobody's touching it. What did I do? I lost my shrink tubing. Great. I already had one pre-cut. Who knows where that went? On the floor under the toolbox, I'm sure of it. I already drilled the holes in the fixture itself, so it's just a matter of screwing it in. Don't want to get these too hot, especially these Harbor Freight ones. There, a little bit of extra security. You know what I might even do is I'll get a, let's see if I can do this. I wonder if I can fit both wires through this one. It'd be nice if I could. And I could shrink tube it all together. And there we go. That'll secure the wires from wanting to flop around and move. Doesn't have to be pretty. Nobody's going to see it. There we go. I might even zip tie that in after I get it wired up, and then it's not even going to move at all. Okay, let's get this installed. Well, there we go. Mechanism's in. Got her all wired up. Plug it in and see how it works. We have light. Nice. You can see how the wires were going to get caught the way that other dude did that. So I just gotta fix the big gaping hole, clean her up, glue that on, and it's ready to rock the bar, man. Well, I'm in the home stretch here. I filled in the hole, put a piece of tape on the back side, glue gun. I want to get this started in here. It's pretty hot. Get it as centered as I can. And then I'll come back and do the sides. Wow! That shit's hot. Okay, well, that looks good to me. So this is, they don't need to take my fingerprints for anything for a while. Once this initial one cools down, I'll be able to go back and get all the corners. Another thing, I tried cleaning it, and it took the years of cigarette and cigar smoke off of it, and started to, and I didn't like the patina. I liked the patina, and I didn't like what it was happening, so I just stopped. I hit it with some soap and water. So after I get this in, Let's see if I can burn myself again. After I get this in, then I'm going to go back and get that taped. I got to get that off of there before it cools down. Yeah, I'm gonna need 2 hands for this. You don't need to see it. So, started putting on the reflective tape. Like I said, I'm gonna do my overlap facing up. And I wanna get it on as smooth as I can. So I'm gonna kinda iron it over. I don't want any air pockets. It doesn't really matter, it's bar light, but if you're gonna do it the best you can, I guess. And I don't want to spend too much time rubbing this with my hand because it'll take the reflective properties and dull them. So I'm coming over top of the hole right now. We'll see how that fixed it. Some wrinkles. Yeah, you can still see the hole a little bit, but it ain't what it was. Yeah, it's going to be better than what it was, that's for sure. Just do a little trimming with a X-Acto knife. In this than I want. And kind of iron them out a little bit. Okay, well, you got the idea what's going on there. Well, I thought I was done, but I'm not quite done. I'm going to show you why in a second. Actually, it looks pretty good, except for the light leaking through the back of the Stroh's part. I'm just going to put some of that reflective tape on the back side of it. That should fix the problem. Other than that, I'm all done. When I get it in its place, I'll run the wire through the chain and get everything cut to size. For the most part, this project turned out pretty good. Didn't have to spend a whole lot of time on it. Very little money. The most expensive thing I think was the LED light, because I had to buy a 3-pack. There you go, another beer sign down. Well, the more I looked at it, I didn't like the way the light was reflecting up the backside. It was highlighting a lot of the imperfections. So I kind of made a light shield for it. I'm going to put the covers back on right now and see how that works. I think it'll do the job. Bingo bango, much better. Much better. Not getting the light shining through the backside of the Strohs anymore. I'm not getting a glaring light off the back reflector anymore. Okay, now it's done.